Fani Willis is back in the news. A new development in her disqualification case. A Georgia appeals court is agreeing to review the ruling that allowed the Fulton County District Attorney to stay on former President Trump's election interference case. And Trump's team is accusing Willis of having a conflict of interest over her romantic relationship. Was it romantic? I don't know. He never said he loved her. We could get into it, but we won't. I'll start to sound like Stormy. The special prosecutor she assigned to prosecute Trump was someone that she ended up being involved with. Or maybe one predicated the other. We don't know. Jonathan Siri is live in Atlanta with more. Jonathan.
Hi there, Harris. That order that is under appeal allowed Fani Willis to stay on the case on condition her former boyfriend Nathan Wade stepped down. But the defense argues that's not enough.
He excused himself from the case, but our argument is that basically this does not right the wrong. There should be disqualification. This case is selective prosecution. It's persecution at its best, and now we get to be heard on that.
District Attorney Willis had hoped to bring the former president and his associates to trial in August, but the court's decision to hear the appeal is all but certain to push opening arguments well past the November presidential election and leaves in question whether Willis will be the one delivering those opening arguments. Legal analysts say this is a big win for the defense because it keeps the focus on Willis and further delays the prosecution because the first of two terms in which the busy appeals court could take up the issue does not begin until August. Georgia State University law Professor Anthony Michael Kreis says the prosecution will be lucky if this case goes to trial in spring of 2025. Harris?
All right, y'all. We are back with another video, and we got breaking news, man. Another huge win for Trump. Now, this one is coming by Benny. He said that the court moves to disqualify Fani Willis, kicked off Trump case after trial meltdown. Man. All these liars are starting to be exposed. We seen what just happened to Jack Smith, how he admitted that him and Joe Biden, that they had the FBI to plant that evidence up in Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago. It's like it's so much stuff coming out to go to show you that all this is election interference. Now, to bring this back to Fani Willis, it's not looking good for her at all. And she recently went back to another church talking racism again, trying to trash Donald Trump. She's constantly doing the same thing over and over. And I thought Judge Mcafee told her that he didn't like her doing it. But obviously, Judge Mcafee ain't got a spine, so obviously it seems like at this point, he lets her do whatever she wants. Because if he told her the first time to stop doing it, she did it again, and then now she did it again. So we definitely finna check this out, because it seems like that the court has granted Donald Trump his wish. Because Donald Trump and everybody else, like me and everybody else, want Fani Willis disqualified, in this case thrown out. So like I said, make sure y'all please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to everybody showing so much support. I really appreciate it. And shout out to the one that watches the entire video. It really helps out a lot. And the ones that hit that like button as you come in. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive straight into this, and let's see what Benny had to say about this, y'all. Let's go.
But the breaking news as of this morning, here we go, baby.
Let's go.
Georgia Appeals Court agrees to review the ruling allowing Fani Willis to stay on the Trump election case. Oh, it's beautiful. This is a huge ruling. This is a massive ruling.
It is.
This means that Big Fanny's getting taken to Pound Town because this appeals court is a court that isn't somebody, the judge who made this initial ruling to say that half of Nathan's hot dog, the half of the Nathan's hot dog had to leave the case, right? Had to take his hot dog to another wiener roller. Like, yeah, in case you're wondering, I have so many Fanny puns. I've been waiting like weeks, months to like get all the Fanny puns out. And now it's just open season, okay? So Nathan's hot dog had to take his hot dog to a different weenie roller. The judge ordered it. He said, no! You can't do it. You've lied to the court.
Yep.
But that doesn't make any sense, because how can you like kick off so you say that they're corrupt, but only half of them are corrupt. I don't get that. It's like pissing in the pool. Like, it doesn't just like stay in one. It's like you have to drain the whole pool. You have to drain it all.
Yep.
Yeah, piss in the pool. Yeah, somebody pees in the pool. You gotta empty the whole pool. All right. You rechlorinate everything. So you gotta get rid of Fani Willis too. You can't just get rid of one guy. And now here's the deal: the judge is a Fani Willis donor. All right. This guy's Judge Mcafee. He's elected. And so this guy is obviously going to rule in behalf of his former boss. You know, he worked for Fani Willis
sure did.
back in the day.
Yep.
So he worked for Fani Willis. He donated Fani Willis. He's elected position. Fani Willis says she's going to run somebody against him. And so he has all this political pressure. Guess who don't got the political pressure? Oh, baby. The appeals court. This appeals court is going to be is appointed by the state, by the governor. And these appeals court judges are not going to have the same, let's just say, confluence of factors that Judge Mcafee had in this decision. Donald Trump's lawyer, Steve Sadow, is celebrating this. Steve Sadow, this is why you should get really excited about it. Steve Sadow says the Georgia Court of Appeals has granted President Trump's application for interlocutory appeal from the trial court's order refusing to disqualify Fani Willis, and he has 3 exclamation points. Steve Sadow, interesting dude.
Yeah, he is.
We've watched. He's an incredible lawyer. Let's just say he's not an excitable individual. Okay, we obviously have high energy on our show. He's not an excitable individual. He's very like Donald Trump selected him very wisely. He's like a freight train kind of lawyer, right? Just rolls along the track. If Steve Sadow is using 3 exclamation points in this rule, you should be excited. Phil Holloway is a friend of the show. He's been on the show. He himself is a attorney, crime studier, analyst, and columnist from the state of Georgia. He's very, very smart on these things. Georgia Appeals Court will hear the Fani Willis disqualification appeal, and he includes the order there. Upon consideration of the application interlocutory appeal hereby granted, the appellant may file notice of appeal within 10 days of this order. The clerk of the Superior Court is directed to include a copy of this order transmitted to the Court of Appeals. Boom, shaka, laka, as they say in the highest courts in the land. So here we go, baby. Fani Willis not doing well.
Not doing
So
well.
Fani Willis, just some real quick Fani news that we have sort of glossed over because we haven't been getting a lot of news out of Fulton County recently. So number 1, Fani Willis almost fell down the stairs. As you can see here. Fani Willis needed 3 men to carry her down the stairs. And what the hell's going on? Why? It is amazing. It is such an interesting thing. Ronald Dahl said it best, right? In one of his storybooks. Like, evil people, like miserable people, wear their misery on the outside. If they're miserable, and if they're gremlin-like, and if they're horrible individuals, they all end up looking like Joe Biden. They all end up acting like Joe Biden. Joe Biden and Donald Trump, I'm going to get in trouble for this, but Joe Biden and Donald Trump, not that, they're like the same age. I think maybe Biden's like 5 years older than Trump, but like on a sliding scale, they're very similar in age, all right? They're similar. They could have potentially been in the same high school together. Joe Biden's older than Trump. But look at the way that men move. Look at the differences in the men. Clearly, one man has lived a good life, a life of vigor, and a life of value, and a life of energy, and a life of kindness, and a life of goodness, and has like buoyancy, and has energy, and can go play golf, championship golf.
Donald Trump can just do it all. Just do it all. You just have to look at it. He know how to find his way off stages. He don't need help walking anywhere. He don't just forget what he be saying. He don't really, and like Trump said, he said that he read off the teleprompter probably, 5% of the time. And about 95% of the time, he just talks off the top of his head, just what comes to his brain. He don't really have to use a teleprompter the whole entire time like Joe Biden have to. So let's keep this going, because like I said, with the courts moving to disqualify Fani Willis, and then you got Steve Sadow putting them 3 exclamation points, it's like, whoa, this could be some more good news for Trump. It seems like all these cases are starting to implode on Fani Willis and Jack Smith and everybody else that's trying to go after Donald Trump and trying to do Joe Biden's dirty work. It's not going to work.
And then one man, one man, there's a clip going around where maybe Joe Biden took a crap in the White House lawn. We don't know. Like, one man can barely make it down the stairs, just like Fani Willis there. Like, it's amazing what happens. Evil. Like, when these people, they're evil, it like actually weighs on them. It breaks their bones. They begin to like crumble. It's fascinating seeing it. And you can see it. Maybe it's a curse from God. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like to sound off on those things, right? That's like, that belongs to God. But like, it happens all the time in the Old Testament, right? Where you have these corrupt, evil leaders and they get cursed, right? And they lose their minds. Joe Biden's lost his mind.
Yeah.
He's lived a bad life and he's done bad things. And Fani Willis has done bad things. Fani Willis is clearly not of sound mind. Now, we can prove that to you, okay? We can prove that to you. Fani Willis went on the stand, and we're really looking forward to this. Because Fani Willis on the stand was like the best thing to ever happen. We were live for like, I don't know, ALX. We clocked it in one day. We were live for like 70 hours straight one week with Fani Willis trials. Because Fani Willis, it was so entertaining to watch her do this.
It was wild.
Fani Willis took all his paper, and she had all these like crazy notes. She had notes like you ever seen the bum? The bum at the bus station, and he has like a plastic bag full of newspapers. Like, Fani Willis decided to bring that bag up on stage with her, and she started waving them around. She started waving her papers around and throwing them, right? Like, she's crazy.
Getting mad.
Lady, you crazy. Okay? She started throwing her papers. This is what the smartest, brightest legal mind in the country did to defend herself. Watch.
And where, when did he come to, I guess, the condo? I'm not sure what you called it, condo apartment. Would he come and stay at that condo or visit you there? I'm sorry, visit you there.
What condo, what apartment? I want to be clear.
So, not your house. I know you classified one as house and one as condo, so I'm trying to use those terms.
So there's been more see, what you don't understand is because of this case, I got to move. And so I
Ms. Merchant, if you could ask a more precise question.
Yes, please, give me the time period.
Mr. Wade visits you at the place you laid your head.
When?
Has he ever visited you at the place you laid your head?
So let's be clear, because you lied in this. Let me tell you
There
which
she
one
go.
you lied in. Right here.
There she go.
I think you lied right here. No. This is the truth,
Judge.
And it is a lie. It is a lie.
Ms. Will? Mr. Sena, thank you. We're going to take 5 minutes. We'll be back in 5.
Fani
boy.
Willis, dumpy, frumpy Fani Willis sitting there with her dress on backwards, with her American flag pinned sideways and upside down, looking like a hot mess, and throwing her papers, screaming. We don't have all the time. Listen, it'd be fun to do a full Fani Willis show. We're ready for it, but like, we got way more news to get to. But
There we go right there, So obviously you can see what Benny was showing about the court moving to disqualify her. They granted Donald Trump his wish. So like I said, we shall see exactly what's going to happen. Because like I said, these cases that they have against Trump is starting to implode. It's making them look bad. And I know they don't like that. Making them look bad, because all they've been doing is sitting here lying on Donald Trump, trying to do Joe Biden's dirty work with this election interference crap. And I'm going to be here to call this crap out every single time. I'm going to call it out because these people are corrupt, and that's what they're going to try to keep doing. She's trying to get a trial going, and it don't seem like that's going to happen. So she's kind of in the same boat as Jack Smith right now. Does not look good. You have been caught up. But like I say, y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think about this. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.